This must be the place. Professor Oubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this. It looked like Nico's handbag, but I couldn't reach it from here. There were only 3 things I didn't like about spiders. The way they looked, the way they moved, and the fact that they lived on the same planet as me. This spider was big, mean, and hairy, and definitely not a native of Europe. I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood. Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape. One mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. I had no further use for the bracket. It was the chair I'd been tied to. I had no time to sit around. Yellow pus was seeping from below the bookcase. That spider was very squashed. I wasn't touching that spider goo. Inside, I found a bottle of tequila. Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal. Ew. Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. I'd drunk enough of that. In the drawer was a small decorated pot. There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet. It was the worm from the bottle of tequila. It was Nico's bag. It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful. That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway. I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it. It was the box that spider had crawled from. It was a soda fountain, perfect for mixing with drinks or squirting at clowns. There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas. The cabinet was locked. There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas. The fire had taken hold and ignited part of the polished wooden floorboards. The cabinet was... As I released the lock, something blew the doors open. Inside the cabinet was a small metal object, round at one end with a valve at the other. It was a small metal cylinder. That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands. The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder. There was no pressure in the siphon. The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened. What? Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher. With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico. I wasn't going to burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety. It was a folded clipping taken from a newspaper. I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two. It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico. It was Ubier's telephone. The phone was no use to me. Apart from Nico, there was no one in Paris I wanted to call. It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was Ubier's bank statement. I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Labanau, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Labanau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running. It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart. It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color, and it reminded me of clowns. Much as I disliked him, Labanau might be my only hope of finding Nico. Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You better show, you creep. I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear. The door was locked. I didn't fancy my chances of kicking this door down. It was locked. The pot contained a key. I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labanau again, but he was my only link with Nico. There was no sign of Labanau when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him. The man at the next table looked somehow familiar. It was a small silver flask from which the man was topping up his glass. Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail. What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Oh, garçon? He ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate. It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labino. What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking. The man was still looking. Hey, you.
Quoi?
I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman. Un café.
Thanks. Do you know a guy called André Labino?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui, he married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here, the nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous
Hello?
and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
That's all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, this is a surprise,
Nice to
Georgie.
meet you too. Yeah. Yes.
I wouldn't normally call you,
Yeah.
but Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have
get
to
the-
help me find her.
What?
The
What did you
marine
drag her
life
into this
one,
time?
or
It was you that
What does he
recommended
get?
Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Every
Hey.
time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was
Huh?
the best thing
Huh?
you could do.
My father
talking
was
to me?
dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she
No.
got back to her old
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Drop it,
What?
Andre.
Did I get what?
Right now, Nico's
Did you get a
in
second
danger,
museum
and we
yet?
have to work together.
Oh no, I haven't been playing. Been housework.
What?
How can I help?
What?
Nico needed to speak to
I'm
Ubier
just playing.
about a
So I
stone.
said I'm going now.
You mean this stone?
You're not playing.
I am now.
So
Oh.
that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely.
Was that a nice
Nicole
noise
told me
for
to
you?
guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth
Oh.
more than that, surely.
Oh, very
Ah,
funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Ubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre,
Oh.
I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I
Can I
don't
see?
care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that
Wait.
slugs don't have bones to break,
Wait.
but I kept that thought to myself. Take a look at this, Andre.
It's a bank
What are you
statement.
trying to tell me?
Yeah,
What you trying to...
Professor Ubier's account. 5 large cash withdrawals in the space of 3 days, all from an automatic teller in Marseille. Suspicious, isn't it?
You're even
That's
more
all
crazy
right.
than you were before.
Want to go and tell the garden that you had...
What do you think this is,
Hey?
Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
clue. It's got
Yeah,
more
it's fine.
backbone than you.
You think you're amusing,
Okay.
don't you?
What is outside? I don't have
What can you
anything
tell me
else.
about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Miss L...
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Gliese Gallery.
Tell me
Eugene.
about your friend Ubier.
So, Georgine.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Ubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm
Hold
not
on.
sure
Show
I
it to
should
Jack.
tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
Wonder.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've
Damn,
done
she's
with my
just eaten,
stone.
so she's probably
I
still on
thought
the
your
hunt for more
business
food.
was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured
Stop.
someone at the university would
Stop,
be able to
Lena.
help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends,
Stop.
and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
The man was still looking.
You need anything else?
There was nothing I wanted to say to him. The man was still looking. Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink. Excuse me.
What?
Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes, but I don't care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Is it true that Carol Climax was murdered by her husband?
First I heard of it, I thought she just retired.
Oh shit.
I'm trying
Someone
to find my
died on an
girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
expedition.
Kidnapped?
What?
Yeah.
Well,
First day
I
back
lost
together
them in
after
a
many months.
fucking
That's
avalanche
too
or something.
Damn.
God, that's depressing.
I got an achievement for it though.
Nice, nice.
It was the flask of absinthe I'd borrowed from the gendarme. I had no desire to go down into the sewers. Excuse me.
What?
Didn't you try to appeal against your dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glee's gallery. The Glee's gallery had
sake, it
style
was your
and
level 9
class,
assistant.
but very few customers.